What is up, YouTube? We're back here with another video, and I'm gonna be teaching you how to build a track. So what you're gonna need is Blender, Photoshop, or GIMP, and you're gonna need Resolute, Kraken Track Builder, and Blender and stuff. But I am making a motocross track currently, so the first step is finishing your height map in Photoshop. This doesn't have to be done in Photoshop. You can use Daylum Leveler. I will be using that later. But yeah, this bit that I'm building right here will strictly be Photoshop. This is the only bit I'm gonna use Photoshop, and I'm gonna use Photoshop for masking and stuff, and that's where you can use GIMP. You might need other tutorials because I don't know how to use GIMP, but currently working this rack right here. Grab a triple. Triple. And tabletop. And we're just gonna make this go turn all the way around into back there. So I probably won't show all of it, but I'll show most of it right here. So then you can add a roller section right here. Rollers. And do a 90 berm. I'm not gonna add ruts for this one. But now what I can do is let's do a wall jump. No, I don't want a wall jump because wall jumps are kind of boring in this game and they can send you kind of crazy. So let's do another tabletop. I see like where that lip is. Also, you have to use 1025, so 1024, 2048, and 4096. But you go up one, so 1025, 2049, 4097. I'm using 4097 currently. Let's go right here. Let's do a step up. Boom. Step up. Okay, so I need to turn now. I'm gonna get my assist done. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my height map. This is a very, very long track. But anyways, so now you're done with your height map. You're gonna want to go File, Save, Copy. I accidentally did save as, but I have the 220 version, so it doesn't matter. You can name this literally whatever. So I'm just gonna name it Jumps. I don't know. Something like that. And now what I'm gonna do is open Dalen Leveler. You don't have to do this. You can also make the track in whatever you want. I'm just gonna open this up to make sure everything is like good, and I can look at the scaling real fast without having to build all. Import PNG Jumps MX. Proceed. Select the entire thing. And here's my height map. Everything is flat right now because now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go navigate, coordinate system, local, navigate, ground extents. Change this to your perspective. So mine is gonna be 500 meters. 500 meters. Okay. Navigate, elevation mapping, meters, and here everything is. Here is my track right here. Everything is here. This is like in scaling for me. So for me, I feel like the scaling is pretty good. What the heck happened over there? Now see, this is the things that you need to limit mistakes on like this. Because this is a big problem. Let me honestly just get rid of that. Goodbye. Boom. I'm gonna save this PSD real fast. It probably won't be called Jumps MX, just what I'm gonna do for now. I'll save as. Oh, this is saving. So 1 second. Alright, it has saved, so now I can go save as PNG. Boom. Fixed. Import Jumps MX. Hey, everything's flat again, so we gotta go coordinate system, local, navigate, ground extents, 500 meters, 500 meters. Wait for it to load. Okay, so now go elevation mapping. Gotta find meters. And there we are. Here is our height map currently. But everything is double right here. I'm gonna blur this landing to make it more of a landing, you know what I mean? Actually, no. I won't do that. And I have to wait for this when I hit Control Z, so yeah. Now, here are my rollers. Step up into this turn. Ruts. Got this triple right here. Tabletop, rollers, tabletop, double, turn, rollers, tabletop, into this tabletop, which doesn't really have a lip. I'm gonna add a lip here. Boom. Blur it a little bit. There's that. And then go down here, down this hill, into this turn, into this tabletop. Since this is out of the corner, I'll probably add a bigger lip. I think I might have put it backwards, but whatever. Boom. Now I need to blur this. Like that. Boom. Triple, double, double, table, table. You can probably triple onto this to the quad. Tabletop, tabletop. Step up, double, and here is my creek. Here are my little dents into the ground. And yeah. I'm probably gonna add a bigger lip on this right here because it is going uphill. Blur. And I think we're good on downhill, but it's downhill. Probably a big enough lip there. And I think that's really it. I think we are done with the height map. So we're gonna export this PNG. Okay, done. Now go here, load this up, and it should look something like this. However you want it. Here's how I made mine. You can see a bigger lip made right there. Yeah. All right. So now the next step is putting it into Resolute Kraken Track Builder. So you should have already installed this. If you don't, go to Lenses tutorial. He has all that in the description. I'm gonna go new and think of a name for your project. I'm actually gonna have ChatGPT help me. So yeah. Alright, you can just give me names for motocross track. And here are some names. And if you don't like any of these, you can just make up one, or I think I'm gonna use Lone Ogre. Let's do let's do um just go Lone Oak Raceway. What we'll do. Copy that, paste it, put this, downloads, this one, documents, Proposo, next bikes, mods, tracks. You can put this in your motocross folder or whatever you want. I have a separate folder named JJ Tracks in there, and finish. So now you can put your height map in, jumps, MX, set your scale. This will be a lot of failing test, trial and error and stuff. So now center line, you're gonna choose. We'll change this later. Just do that center line. You gotta add a texture. You can add whatever texture. Just add that. Soft soil. It's the grippiest, so do that. Build with shadows, and then you can do build all. But I'm not gonna do build all because I'm gonna go straight into texture. So what I'm gonna do is we are gonna either search up textures, but we're gonna go into textures here. We're gonna look at dirt textures, texture, look at these dirts, and just search up dirt textures on Google or something like that. Or you can make your own. Let's do, I'm thinking this, we'll do like a red dirt. Open Photoshop or GIMP. Now this is already at 1024. Red 1024, RGB color, 8-bit, and we're gonna go, this is literally it. It's done for me. I'm gonna go file, save as, TGA. This goes into your maps. Save 24-bit. Boom. Now I'm gonna do a couple of textures. Now my second texture will be a grass texture. Use this grass right here. Boom. And I'm gonna get boom. Now what I'm gonna do is masking. So I'm just gonna stay on this. Just gonna go image, mode, RGB, and color 8-bit. Wait for it to load. Image, mode, RGB and color. Make sure it is on RGB and color. And we gotta change the size down 1. So 96. So you'd go down to like 1024 from 1025, or you go from 2048 or 2049 to 2048. So just down 1, proceed. Nothing should happen. And then you go Control A, Control C, go into channels, make a new one, Control V. Wait, I made a mistake. I'm done. You have to merge this. Merge layers. Now Control A, Control C. New. Yeah, there we go. Just this stupid mistake is select. So what I'm gonna do here is my white will be my dirt and black will be everything else. And yeah, white. Not me to do that. I'm just gonna do this all the way. Around my track. You do want the dirt to go a little bit over so it does look a little bit better. Fake, boom. Now change this to black. And make the rest of everything black. Okay. Actually, I don't think you have to do this. I think this is all I have to do. No, I'm just gonna do it just in case, because I don't want to miss anything else. I don't really remember. I don't. I haven't done masking in a minute. I'm going to look at a YouTube tutorial. I'm not going to do the whole thing because there is certain things I want to keep like gray and stuff. Okay, that's like all I want right there. Save as Targa. Nope, I messed up. Don't do what I just did. It has to be 32-bit. 32-bit. Okay, so that's my first masking. That is my dirt masking. So what I can go ahead and do is textures. This can be grass 100 should be about good. Just go this dirt texture for right here and 100. Actually, I might go more. I think in 150, 100 can stay on that. Mask, jumps, MX, TGA. Now this, I'll do this in a little bit. Turn that off. And right here, I'm just gonna go build all. Boom. File, open. And here it is. Here is your track you just made. Got grass around it. I like how this turned out. Pretty cool overall for that. But now we are not even close to done. But you just got your first track into the game. I'm in Map Viewer, but this is exactly what it will look like in the game. Use this red dirt texture. So everything is done with that. My texturing is not done. So now your first track is now in MX Bikes. We have done it, but we're still far from over because we still have Blender, we still have timing, we still have everything to do. So let's go test this track out. So right here it is, and then I'm gonna start loading in. And I'm on the 450 by the way. So I just tried it. It's it's kind of like a pit check. So I kind of made it too small when making the map. So it's kind of an easy fix. It's kind of not. Um, what I'm gonna do is I need to open up Photoshop. Now, zoom. Reopen this. It'll open. So if your track is like super skinny and little, and it's like a pit bike track, it's either you're scaling or you made it too small, like too skinny in Talon or whatever you're using. So what I'm gonna do is take all of this, size it up. Boom, perfectly in the center. And let's see this. Now I have to redo my masking real fast, so I'm gonna do that. I'll do that real fast. Okay, it should no longer be just a pit bike track. So let's load it up and see. Right. If not, I might have to scale it up bigger. Okay. So it's my scaling. Scaling needs to go up. I'm thinking maybe 15. Wait for this. Alright. That looks a little bit better. That looks pretty good. I am liking these two big uphills. This one looks pretty cool. So what we are gonna do is tested in game. And then I'll probably take a break on this project just for a little bit. You guys, it'll probably be a second for you, but maybe a few days for me. I don't know. We'll see. I might get back at it today. We'll see. But I'm gonna try it out. See if scaling needs to go up even more. Feels pretty good. Rollers. Ooh, I messed up those reds. Scaling might need to go up more. I need to blur things in Dalen. Those need to be blurred. What? Why is this so tall? I need to blur a couple things in Dalen, I think. Oh, what the heck just happened to my friend? Yeah, this track kind of sucks right now. Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to fix. I'll fix a couple things in Dalen Leveler. Some of these tables need bigger lips. And I need to blur these ruts. I'll do that in a little bit. I'm gonna take a break. Okay, so now we are here in Blender. We're gonna go Shift A, Mesh, Plane, and when I'll be subdividing later, I think it's like Shift. I think no, I don't know if it's like Shift S or Shift Q. You'll have to find that out. But mine's like glitched out, so for me it's W. Location. This is your perspective map size, so 500 for me. /2. Enter. 500/2. Now this is your also perspective map size. So for me, 500. 500. And then we're gonna go edit mode. Me W subdivide. As many times as your computer can. I think one more. Maybe. Okay. That's about all I can do. object mode. Modifier, add modifier, search, displace. This is your scaling that you have set at. So 0, 15. Make sure your mid level as at 0. You're gonna want to add a material. Make this black, go up here, and then the second option, texture, new, open, and you're gonna want to find your height map. So for me, it should be here somewhere. I have a lot. What did I even name my height map? I kind of forgot. Jumps. You're gonna select from sRGB to linear, and here we are. Move that. And here is my track right here. So what I'm gonna do is file, import FBX models, and I'm gonna find what I want. Archways, finish line. It's told to move it. And you put this where you want your finish line. For me, my finish will be right here, this tabletop. Put it over here. Alright, now that I have it where I want it, we have to rotate it. And move it. Sorry. Adjust it to like how you want it. For me, that's good. I'm gonna go file, import FBX, and find this. It's SpongeBob, and I'm gonna use a lot of these. You'll have to make a lot because my computer, at least for me, because my computer is pretty bad. So I'll just do a couple objects in this and then I'll make a new one. Control C, Control V. Africa. Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. You have to go up here, do this, select that option, and turn the plate. Sorry. Move this. Move that. Boom. Move that over. Move that over. Control C, Control V. Alright. That should be good for now. File, import, FBX. Let's do let's get some water in here. Make this bigger. This water, and then I have a little creek right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. Alright, I have filled my creek up, as you can see. So now I'm gonna add even more objects. Import FBX, and I'll be back. Okay, we're here with my friend Casey, and I'm sure you know him from racing, but with a twist. Guys, this is all I'm probably gonna do for now, YouTube. So now, what you want to do is select everything here, and you're gonna want to go File. Make sure your plane is not selected. You're gonna go File. You're gonna go Export FBX, and right here, make sure you've got FBX. You can name this to whatever you want. I am gonna name it, I'm just gonna name it something random. I don't even know. There. And you're gonna wanna go Mesh, and you're gonna wanna go Selected Objects, Export FBX. Now you open up Resolute Kraken Track Builder. You're gonna go to FBX to EDF, star FBX, and you're gonna go Save, and you do the exact same thing. So you download, and you hit Convert. And wait for this. And when it says ending log, it is done. You can go scenes, add scene, select, it'll be in whatever folder you put it in, star, move it, and you're done with Blender. I'm not done with Blender. I've got a lot of things to do. Okay, so this next bit is by far the hardest bit. It is timing. I might need to look at a YouTube tutorial for this. So when you're in Resolute Kraken Track Builder, you want to go Tools and then Track Editor. I might need to literally myself watch a tutorial for this. So we're gonna go File, Load, find your track. Right here, and to make things better, go Draw Wireframe. Okay, so here's my track right here. Here's my water, here's my start. That's everything. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go center line, start area, and right click out like right over here, add segment. Okay, and it'll spawn down here at the edge of your map. You click. Also, you hold your mouse down to move your camera like this. We're gonna get over to start area. Flip it around. And you kind of want to do it where the first turn ends. So we're going to do straight, and then you're going to right click right here, add curve. Gonna make this go round. To about there. So here is about where the start is. Anywhere you move your mouse to is where everything would be. So yeah, here's my finish line. Now we're gonna go center line, merge, center line, save as, and this wants to be named the exact same thing up here. But you can't do spaces, so you need capital O, lone, oak, and then raceway. So let me do that. Okay, make sure you're doing this right. Underscore start. Underscore start, no capitals, and save. Now we're gonna go center line. Gonna go main. And you want to do this like right at the finish line. So we're gonna add segment. You want to do this like right where your finish line is. Boom. And you're gonna want to do this around the whole track. Turn a little bit for me right here. So I'm gonna do around my whole track real fast. So I'm coming up on the finish line here. You're gonna want to line it up as close as you can without overlapping. Make sure it's not overlapping, and we are good. So now what we are gonna do is you're gonna go center line, merge. Make sure we're doing this right. Center line, save as, same thing, but without start. Boom, save, close this out, reopen it, file, load, boom, draw, wireframe, center line, start area, center line, open, center line, merge, center line, open, center line. Actually, wait, I messed up. Center line, main, exit, nope, not save as. I'm done. Open, center line, merge. Now what we are gonna do is go draw, or no, not draw, what is it in? View race data. MX Bikes, make sure you're on MX Bikes. Splits, add those. That's how your lap will start to count. We're gonna go start area and move this as far as we want. Make sure it's not overlapping any other track. And we're gonna go 6. Oh wait, it needs to be a negative number. -6. And this one's positive. So now you have your split. So we're gonna go over to, where did it put my first split? Okay. First one and second one. You're gonna go to your first one. Honestly, this is pretty dang good. I can keep that. And this one's fine. So that's done for me. We are gonna add checkpoints. Add one more. want this to be 1160. 1160. Here it is. That's good. Now we gotta set cuts. You can be as brutal as you want, and you can give them 30 seconds of cuts. From just going past this. Okay. I don't like where the second one's at. We can put it at 822. Perfect. Put this down to 2 seconds. First one can be 5. 1. 1. 4. And now we've got to set up the starting gates. So we're gonna go grid number. Let's go like 40 maybe. Stalls per row. 40. Want this. 31 negative or 240. 240. 393. What did numbers? 245, 393. Actually, 245. Maybe. Absolute MX bikes. Okay, that's what it was. High speed absolute and MX bikes. 40 gates. Stalls per row. 40. I don't know how many I need. Angle. 100. 200. 2. Let's go like 500. 510. 520. Okay, that seems to be about good, but I kind of want to move it over. 256, 398. 398. 252, 394. There we go. That's better. Let's go like 20, 24, 24. 515 is good. Let's go like 28, 20, 25, 25. That's good. Okay, there we go. 25 gates. So now we're gonna do pits. Where do you want your pits to be at? My mouse where I want it. You can make it spawn like right here. So absolute 176,398. 176,398. 176,398. Number of pits 25. Spacing or columns 25. Is that what it is? I don't think it's that. I think it's spacing. Yeah. Okay. Angle. Alright, that's good. So we're gonna save this over top of this. Place it, and you're pretty much done with that. But now, center line, you've got to go in here. Boom. And that should be it. Sure. We're gonna build all, and then I'll show you it in game recording. Okay, you have done it. You have made your first track officially. You can see I have my map up at the top, and I ran a lap time, and I spawned in the right spot. And another plus side is here is my starting gates. As you can see, you start right here, go on to here. So pretty cool. You've now made your first track in MX Bikes. Can't wait to see your tracks. Tag me if you make your first track from this tutorial. See ya.